Okay. Well, Scott, this is the Automaton Chess player, made the original one, made in 1769. This is my reproduction of it because the original one burned in a fire in Philadelphia in 1854.
Mm-hmm.
And
Some of the Gaughan clocks, I guess.
yeah, this is a French mystery clock here, and the three back there are mystery clocks of Robert Houdin.
And these are some Moquito pieces, you say? Then too, or
No, these are just French toolware pieces.
drawer boxes. Mm-hmm. And is that the rose mirror?
Yes,
Oh my!
The Hofstadter rose
Hofstadter,
mirror.
Yeah.
And here's a coin that's found inside of
Nest of wow.
Yeah,
What
and
is
there are
it?
14 boxes.
I was going to say it looks like about 15 or so. Oh goodness!
So you can imagine how long that routine lasts.
Exactly. Back to the Turk for a minute. Can
Yeah.
you open the doors in the bottom
Sure.
then, or?
And this still fools many people when we demonstrate it, and just to show you how strong the illusion is.
Let me get my light here just a minute.
Okay.
Which I think I put back over here. Some of the balls and vase. Oh, here we go. This might help a little bit. You can kind of see all the way through there. Here's the other side. Mm-hmm.
I can pull out the drawer if you want to.
So that, sure. Now, are those where the chess pieces are then, right there?
Right. Chess pieces and the like. There's a book of end games for people to choose from.
So the guy would have to have a little flashlight in there.
A candle, that's for
candle,
sure.
yeah, or something. Fascinating.
And there are doors on the back here also.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of look through there.
Yeah.
Mhm. Fascinating. And the Peacock.
The Peacock, an automaton also, the roulette is placed on here. Cards selected in the audience and put back here, and you wind him up, and he goes through a routine, and he'll pick out the cards that were selected in the audience.
Very nice.
And then each time he pulls out the card, his tail spreads out.
Looks like you have to replace the feathers every once in a while.
Yeah, they're fragile.
I would imagine, because they're real feathers.
Yeah, they're real peacock
Yeah.
feathers.
And looks like this is a water torture or something.
Yeah, this is a water torture cell I made that is made actually for a display cabinet of my Houdini items. And
What's in there?
well, the most interesting thing is a scrapbook Houdini made for his mother and about his mother. This piece right here. And after she died, and you probably can't read that, but this is a thing that Houdini wrote here that says, "Live with your friends, remembering that may one day be your enemies."
Okay.
Isn't that Houdini?
That could, yes, certainly is. It's just looks like with the spirits back there then too.
Yeah,
picture.
His a lot of spirit megaphones and stuff.
And those are some of his handcuffs.
Yes,
And keys. Goodness sakes, he had a lot of keys.
and they probably all aren't
Yeah.
his, but Who knows?
Is that an invitation? What does it say? The world's greatest sensational mystery? Oh. That little thing that you have that's...
The lock there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a giveaway thing. It's a little... actually, it's a little brochure. You open it up and it says 4 pages worth of things.
So that was water torture cell. Okay. Okay.
And this is interesting. This is all Floyd Thayer's.
This whole cabinet is all Thayer?
Yes, uh-huh. And I had all these pieces, and I thought, well, I'll try to squash them into as small a space as I can get, and then I built the
cabinet around it.
The cabinet around it.
So you got the Thayer book, I guess, that kind of shows what all the original prices was on some of these things.
Right,
and, wow. You really got them all scrunched in there.
Yeah.
How many pieces would you say are in that right there?
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say it looks like about 300 pieces.
You know, I don't know.
A bunch. And a little Buddha. This doesn't have anything to do necessarily then with the rest of it. It's just a cabinet you built around it.
Right, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. The radio down there?
That's that was a thing that Thayer put out in 1928, I believe, and it was called Spirito, and it was of course a spirit radio, and it worked like the talking tea kettle, and that it had all the wires in the carpet and the floor, and it was only in one catalog number 7, so I guess it wasn't a big seller.
Yes, that's not. Yeah. I find this kind of fascinating over here, that this fellow is sitting at the desk. What is this?
A lot of people have Houdini's handcuffs or Houdini's this, that, and the other. I actually have Houdini. And if you come over here, you can meet him. And we built this little room here. It's a model of Houdini's office around 1922, and we had it in our conference on magic history we put on, and people would sit here and have their picture taken with Houdini, and he would autograph their program. So Scott, watch his hands there, and let's see if we can get Harry to yes. He'll sign his name. There's Harry. He's right. Yeah.
Wow.
He does a pretty good Harry Houdini, only with a ballpoint pen.
Not a fountain pen.
And he even dots his I's.
Wow.
Very good, Harry. So, Scott, this is from Harry to you.
Wow. For me, thank you.
Yes.
Wow. That is super. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Harry. And the blooming rose, that's not the orange tree. That's...
No, this was in Houdini's 1925 and 1926 stage shows. And he had 2 of these things on each side of the stage, and they were made by Rudy Schlosser, and they're motorized blooming roses.
Mm-hmm.
And the unique thing of this is they start out with a little rose in a pot, flower pot, and it grows to a big thing, and then you can actually grab the pot and walk off with it. So it's an engineering feat.
And this table, or this is that a folding chair?
Yeah, this is Martika chairs, where you get 2 people out of the audience, but you only have 1 chair, so you need to make 2 chairs.
Okay. Nesting chairs.
Yes.
And they're solid. They can actually sit on them. They're not good.
And
they're not like balsa wood. Okay.
They're beautifully made, though. You can listen to how they come together.
Wow. Air cushion.
Yes.
And you made that? Or was that, you said a
No, yeah, they're no, they're old chairs.
And this is?
This is a copy of Zoe from Egyptian Hall from 1875, and that she also writes and does lightning calculations, and I do this at the Magic Castle once in a while, and I bring her out and set her on the stool here, and we wind her up and turn it on, and she goes to town, and she will do lightning calculations or anyone's picture.
And this looks like some sort of a Rube Goldberg thing.
Well, this is, again, a collection of all the pieces made by John Martin in London.
Oh,
and
okay.
John Martin was a clockmaker that Arnold de Beer discovered. It had him repair some small things, and then de Beer had him actually start making some take-up reels, and John Martin loved it so much he made all these different things where here's an Azarphorn and vanishing and appearing cages and silk guns and holdouts, all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. And these were all ball holders, I guess, mainly, or?
Oh, billiard ball stands.
Billiard ball stands,
yeah, it's German pieces made by Conradi mostly, and some of them by Carl Willman for the billiard ball act.
Right. Boy, I didn't realize there were that many stands.
And that's just a small sample of them.
That's not a loader ball. What is this right there? Is that
No, this is a fire bowl.
Okay.
And this was made by Carl Willman, and this is the finale to a magician's act. In that there's at the flash here, this thing appears on an empty table, and the Roman candles and all sorts of fireworks come out of the bowl there. It's amazing.
And the picture, who is that drawn by?
That's drawn by Zoe in an Egyptian Hall.
Oh, the one we just saw. Okay.
Yeah, and it was, but this is by the original one. We don't know what ever happened to him, and this is of a General G.F. Roberts, a man that was in the audience at the time, and so
a dignitary that they.
Yeah, that she was requested to draw. It's a very good likeness, so they tell me.
And that was Psycho right here.
Yeah, here's Keller's Psycho. And here's a picture of Keller giving, this was made in 1919, giving to Houdini out here in Los Angeles when he was doing films.
And this is the original, and this is the working model. You said you had one you'd made also, which was...
Oh yeah, I made a static model for display. But this, and this we've done at different conventions also.